Fanta is one of the most popular drinks here in Germany, and its history is uniquely German. If you live in the US, you probably don't know the greatness of Fanta. What you do know of Fanta is probably from this ad.
The Fantanas.
Like a lot of things in Germany, the history of Fanta is very complicated.
Let's hop in our time machine and go back to when it all began. Our tale begins with a gentleman named Robert Woodruff. In 1923, Woodruff was elected president of the Coca Cola Company. He had visions of expanding Coca-Cola's reach around the world, and to this end he created the Coca Cola Export Corporation. It established bottling plants in 27 countries, and the Coca Cola Company oversaw the production of its product to ensure the soda's quality was up to Coca-Cola standards. Coca-Cola supplied the flavoring for the soda, but the local country supplied the bottling supplies as well as the sugar. In 1933, just as Adolf Hitler was coming to power, German-born American Max Kite, or as we would say in America, Max Keith, took control of the German Coca-Cola subsidiary Coca-Cola GmbH. According to author Mark Pendergrast in his book, For God, Country, and Coca-Cola, Keith was tall, intimidating, and possessed a mustache similar to Hitler's. He valued his allegiance to Coca-Cola more tn anything, and that meant that he had no problem boosting the sale of the soda by tying it to the Nazi regime. The company sponsored the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. At the 10th anniversary for Coca-Cola GmbH, Kite ordered a mass Sieg Heil in honor of Hitler's 50th birthday, and stated that it was to commemorate our deepest admiration for our Führer. According to Pendergrast, there was no question that Kite was a Nazi collaborator, but he was not a member of the Nazi Party. His allegiance was to Coca-Cola, not Hitler. After the outbreak of war, Kite worked with German bureaucracy and was appointed to the Office of Enemy Property, thereby avoiding having the subsidiary nationalized. One by one, as countries fell to the Nazis, Kite was there to pick over the carcass and take over the Coca-Cola subsidiaries. By 1940, Coca-Cola ruled Nazi Germany's soda business. Legend has it that Coca-Cola has a photograph of Hermann Goering drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola in its archives, though through my research, and I mean Googling it, I haven't been able to find that picture. Legend also has it that the Führer himself liked to drink Coca-Cola while watching American movies like Gone with the Wind. The American entrance into the war meant that US companies had to stop all business with Nazi Germany, and in turn, the Nazis were threatening to seize enemy-owned businesses. Coca-Cola headquarters in Atlanta stopped communicating with Kite, and it stopped exporting its top-secret formula to Coca-Cola GmbH. Unfortunately, this was not a unique situation prior to the beginning of the war. At this point, Keith could no longer produce Coca-Cola, so he needed to come up with an alternative in order for his subsidiary to stay in business. Working with his team of chemists and hampered by wartime rationing, he put together a recipe made from leftovers of other food industries, including fruit pulp, beet sugar, apple fibers from cider pressings, and even the whey remaining from the production of cheese. The resulting concoction was a translucent beige that more closely resembled ginger ale than Coca-Cola. Personally, this to me sounds horrible, but I guess in a pinch you do what you have to do. The name Fanta, shorthand for the German word for fantasy, Fantastische, was invented by salesman Joe Knipp, and it stuck. As the war proceeded and other choices became more difficult to get a hold of, Fanta's sales increased. The concoction was also used as a sweetener for soups because of severe sugar rationing, and for other cooking and baking needs. By 1943, sales of Fanta had reached nearly 3 million cases, and Fanta pretty much had market dominance during wartime.
As the British and Canadians swerved toward the Zuyder Zee, the Americans crossed the Elbe and the Russians the Oder. Germany is crumbling.
When the Allies eventually entered Germany, production of Fanta ceased, and Kite handed over the profits of Fanta to Coca-Cola headquarters in Atlanta. The version of Fanta we know today was introduced in Italy in 1955 and was a vibrant orange color produced using local citrus ingredients instead of leftover scraps. Coca-Cola managed to make a profitable product while distancing itself from its relationship with the Nazis. However, as Coca-Cola launched an advertising campaign to celebrate Fanta's 75th anniversary, it faced backlash when it apparently referred to World War II era Germany as the good old times.
Okay. If you work in advertising, before you hit the button on any campaign, someone has to say, just to be clear, we all check this thing for Nazi references, right?
Coca-Cola was forced to cancel the ad, and it issued a statement that the 70-year-old brand had no association with Hitler or the Nazi Party. I think this video has shown that this is a blatant lie. Coca-Cola, through Kite and his association with the Atlanta headquarters, was intimately tied with the Nazi regime.
Now, I personally love Fanta, but after learning the history of Coca Cola here in Germany and the history of Fanta, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can continue supporting this product by giving it my business. I have to admit, I am pretty much a Coca Cola addict. I drink Coke Zero all the time, and this would be really difficult for me to give it up. But I really feel like maybe I have to reevaluate my relationship with the company. Who knows? Maybe I can use this as an opportunity to get a little bit healthier. I don't know. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.